Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here in Long Beach, California for a very special reason, and it's the announcement of this vehicle. This is the first ever all-new 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. The Formula Drift events are going to be happening, but we wanted to make sure we brought you all the stats. One thing I want to point out is stay tuned. Later tonight, we are at the live event. We are going to bring you a real walk around of the actual GR Corolla. That's going to be coming up in a couple hours once we're able to edit it and get it on the channel. But this is to give you all the important information virtually, and then we're going to bring you the real GR Corolla. But what I want to find out is this the best new hot hatch to buy from Toyota? Let's find out. And there it is. There is your GR Corolla, all new for 2023. And guess what? Toyota went all in. Even though this isn't going to be a high production volume vehicle, they decided to do it right. So looking at this video footage, really seeing the close-ups, you see it's just not a standard Corolla with some all-wheel drive. They really did it in a very big way. So first of all, you're going to get two different grades for 2023, and that's going to keep it simple. There's the core trim, which is going to be your standard Corolla, GR Corolla, but then there's also the limited edition for the first year only Circuit Edition GR Corolla. Let's talk about what's going on though. Underneath the hoods of both of these is going to be a 1.6 liter inline 3 turbocharged engine. That is that G16E GTS motor from the Yaris, the GR Yaris. And before you say, well, I guess I'm gonna stop the video, there's no other reason for me to watch, I already know all about the GR Yaris. Well, guess what? Because of Mr. Toyota, the engineers went back and brought us more horsepower. So the Corolla is a compact car. The Yaris is a subcompact. So for this GR Corolla, you're looking at 300 horsepower. That's 100 horsepower per cylinder, 273 pound-feet of torque. And then guess what? It comes in one transmission and one transmission only. I hope you know how to drive manual. Yeah, you're right. It comes only with a 6-speed manual transmission. It's been reworked to have nice short shift throws. Plus, if you go with the Circuit Edition, you're gonna get a signed shift knob from Mr. Toyota for those limited editions. First year only. Peak torque comes in at 3,000 RPM and pulls all the way through 5,000 RPM. If you're wondering, well, what about the all-wheel drive? This GR all-wheel drive system, GR4 all-wheel drive system, is going to be able to have different modes. You'll have your normal street mode, which is going to be 60-40 split with the torque, so 60% going up front, 40% out back. But guess what? Turn the mode selector knob, and it's just going to get better from there. Next setting is 30% up front, 70% out the rear. That's going to allow you to kind of square off those corners and swing out the back just a little bit. But then there's the perfect 50-50 torque distribution if you want to go that route. You will have automatic rev match downshifting, so if you don't know how to heel toe downshift, the system will do it for you. And if you do know how to heel toe downshift, very easy one button operation to shut it off. Now, the even better news is that the vehicle is going to weigh 3,249 pounds. That may sound like a lot, but if you compare it to other all-wheel drive performance vehicles like the Subaru WRX STI, that vehicle weighs almost 3,400 pounds. So a little bit under that, but you're still getting that all-wheel drive stick and grip. Here's other good news. Limited slip differentials, both front and rear. That's going to allow you to get that power to the ground so effectively. And then all new, specially designed for this car, you're looking at a 3-piece muffler. You got your 2 round openings, one on each side, and then you have that oval squarish design in the center. That's going to help with back pressure and building boost to give you the best kind of launch. Now, what about braking? Because if we're going, we got to be able to stop as well. 14.1-inch rotors up front, And if you go with the Circuit Edition, you're gonna get those bright red Brembos with the GR Corolla badging on them. And then wheels, 18-inch wheels, 15-spoke design, gloss black. And the great news is they come with some sticky rubber tires. Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires. You're looking at 235 on the width and a 40 series sidewall. That's gonna help with the cornering and the whole ability of the car. Let's talk a little bit about what makes the Circuit Edition that much better over the standard Core Edition. First of all, you're gonna get your bulge. You're gonna get a bulge hood with functional heat extractors. No fake heat extractors, functional heat extractors. You're also going to get, of course, a forged carbon fiber roof. So standard is aluminum. On the Circuit Edition, it's gonna be forged, not just regular carbon fiber, forged carbon fiber, which is even lighter than standard carbon fiber. That's gonna help lower your center of gravity. And then what about some of the other things, like simple things like color? Well, guess what? If you're going Core, here are your choices: white, black, supersonic red. If you're going Circuit Edition, white as well, supersonic red, but I think my favorite color, and the one being featured right now in this review, is going to be heavy metal. The great news is this car is not that heavy, but boy, oh boy, are you gonna bring the rock and roll tunes from that inline 3, especially launching it and rolling through that 6-speed manual transmission. So some other things that are going on, you're gonna get the all new multimedia system. So 8-inch touchscreen, new multimedia system with that Hey Toyota app where you could ask your Toyota GR Corolla where are the closest racetracks to you, and she'll answer. And then guess what? You're also going to get an all new 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. It's gonna have your boost gauge, it's gonna have torque distribution, it's gonna have a G meter, it's gonna have every freaking thing you need so that you could turn those hot laps on the track, on your favorite twisty road, or an autocross event. And then of course, safety is important as well. You wanna be able to enjoy your vehicle day in and day out. It comes with the all new Toyota Safety Sensing Technology 3.0. So everything's been updated, everything's been upgraded. This is gonna be built, not at any old Toyota factory. It's gonna be built at the official GR factory. Remember, GR stands for Gazoo Racing. They're the ones that handle the GR Yaris's that are in WRC. They're the ones that have won the 24 Hours of Le Mans for the past few years in that hybrid prototype class. And of course, they're the ones that have been doing the work with the Supra and the GR86 in all forms of sports car racing and endurance racing. So this is big news coming from Toyota with this vehicle. It is sitting on the GAC platform, but the engineers and the experts at GR Racing have gone through and strengthened the whole chassis, reworked the suspension, the coilover springs, the dampers, all four corners, to make this car handle like no other Corolla, but also no other compact car, performance compact car. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes up against the Golf R, the GTI, the Elantra N, the Veloster N, obviously the WRX and the WRX STI. Even though they're not making the STI anymore, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes up against that, the Type R, the Ford Focus RS. So like I said, here's your first taste. Here is as much information that I could bring right now, but come back in a couple hours. We're going to be bringing you the full walk around. And this is what Toyota is doing. They're going all in. They knew they couldn't just put a couple badges and an all-wheel drive system. We would have zonked the heck out of it. But they have done it right, especially with the limited slip diffs, the multi-link rear suspension. For those of you who have not seen a WRX STI hatch since 2014 and you wanted one, here is a perfect opportunity to get your all-wheel drive fun, 6-speed manual performance, and of course that hatchback versatility. The car is wider, so we're looking at a wider Corolla than your standard Corolla, both at the front and the rear. My question is, and I'm very curious to bring it to you in person, is how are those vents at the front of the vehicle, even though it looks really aggressive, are those all functional? Because if you remember, we did a walk around at SEMA of a GR Yaris, and I'll leave that review at the end of this one if you've never seen that, where the massive square vents on each side of the front fascia were fake. So we'll see if that's a continuation. Obviously full LED lighting, that massive rear spoiler. The way they flared the rear fenders looks so damn sexy. I can't wait to rub my hands all over them. And then knowing that it's a GR product, it's a true GR product to fall in line with the GR86 and the Toyota Supra, and you're getting all the performance. And then from the inside, special steering wheel, specific for the GR Corolla, seats. So the seats that you're seeing in this video are the ones that come with the Circuit Edition. So it's not just an exterior thing, you're also getting special seats, that signed shift knob from Mr. Toyota. There's the special steering wheel. The seats, of course, are gonna have that Alcantara material with the leather, the white contrast stitching. I mean, even the flared fender vents up front are functional. So in my eyes, and I haven't seen it in person yet, I'm seeing it right now as I'm talking to you. I am at the location in Long Beach seeing it. This looks pretty damn good. Of course, we're gonna have to find out, did they leave us room for some Twinkies? I think Toyota definitely wound up doing that, especially the Twinkies for those Type R owners and the Elantra N owners and all the other compact car performance owners that you're gonna leave in tears as you're doing your next track day or as you're doing your next autocross event. But this is it for now. Set your clocks. Let me know what you think. Is this, you think, the best hot hatch to buy? Look at that bulge. Makes me sick in a very good way. I can't wait to see it and bring more to you. But is this the best new hot hatch that you would park in your garage? Put it in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you. Thank you for being part of the Raised Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content, here we are in Long Beach outside. We do outside, inside, in the water, underwater, up in a plane, in a train, wherever you want it. Click that link in the description, get yourself some Raised Rise merch. Got to give it up to the best camera person in the whole freaking universe. And the next one over, Lori working that camera like a champ. She actually got us this great weather. She told these trees to position themselves here. She even told them to put up a little tent gazebo back there just for background purposes. So thank you, Lori, for making that all happen and doing what you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.